Hi everyone, I am back for Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, and the next prompt is lace. So I had a little visit to an oppie shop and found a few exciting things, so I thought I'd just share them before getting my little runner out. So I thought this was cute. It's got a little handle. I'm thinking it could go on top of a jug. Reminds me of a top of a butter dish actually, but I don't think you'd put it over the butter. But that's really cute. It's got these pineapple designs. It's a little bit Art Deco. Don't know what I'm doing with that. That was just one of those ones that I thought was cute that I'll maybe just keep. Nice bit of cut work. The tulip design. Love these really, really old ones. They're just so delicate. Got a little, it's like a hanky. Pretty. Couple of doilies. This one's so worn that the embroidery floss feels very, very thin. It is embroidered. At a glance, it almost has been worn down so much that it looks like it's painted. That's cute. Love the edging. Here's another one. I just love the edging on some of these. Another slightly Art Deco sort of design with the daisies. I think it goes this way. This branch, it's almost like a animal the way that the design is. Quite like that one. So I got a couple of these types of ones. I think this will go on my Roxy's. Another larger one. They've all got these most gorgeous crocheted edges. Beautiful. It's just divine. Where did I get these? Oh, Woodend. I had a trip out to Woodend. Saw my friend Nathan. And these were all about $2 each. So what a bargain. So two of these. It's got one little stain, but I think I might like to dye these ones. These ones often take that dye really nicely, but I love that. So they're matching as if they were made by the same person with similar material, but just slightly different. Or not, no. I think this is just a bit more felted compared to this. This is lighter. Same pattern. It's definitely the same pattern, but they do look different. One's a bit slightly darker and one's slightly finer. Maybe it's just two different wools or cottons. Got the this one's quite cute. I believe this is called Battenberg. Nice couple of little different shapes in this little stash. Just one little runner. I just love this edging. Once again, these ones, because they're cotton, are so nice for dyeing. Love them. Now this one's a bit stained. But it's probably, I'll just get this out of the way. It's probably one of my most favourite out of the lot because of how much lace there is on the edge here. I mean, isn't that just beautiful? This middle bit's got some old tears and things, and it's an interesting shape. So I haven't seen anything like this one. But there, you know, we love it. It's a bit rough and ready, but we love it. I just love the edge on that one. I actually couldn't believe walking in and finding all these just hanging up. Felt very lucky. So more of this sort of thing. I do like these bits too. These are really nice and creative in amongst everything. I have started doing my lace on my table runner, and I'm just really actually enjoying finding all the little snippets and putting them in the, the little gaps in between everything. So this is quite a long one. That'd be nice on the Christmas mantelpiece, if you're lucky to have one. And this was supper cloth size, I believe. No, it's just another really long one. This one's really quite old. But just once it's ironed out, be able to see the shape of all these flowers. And this part here, just beautiful. Once again, don't know if I want to cut that one up. Special. And the last one, a bit stained, but this is a whole lacy bit with these gorgeous suns in the middle. So I'm definitely thinking I'm going to cut those suns out, do something with those. So here it is. Now, this is what I mean. I've started to put in these little bits here just to fill in those empty spaces. I'll find some more. But while I'm showing you, because I think you saw most of what I'd done, I went out and visited my mum. I'm actually in Moss Vale at the moment, but before I left, I went and visited mum, and she said, "Do you want any tea towels?" And I went, "Oh yeah," because, you never know. It might be like something that you can make into a bag. I love making the bags. And she handed me tea towels that were from when I was a child. And she still had them, and this one had these up the top and a row of these at the bottom. So I've put that there. This is a memory from my childhood, and the other end has got the other part of the tea towel. It's very threadbare. There's a few more tea towels, but no, I don't think they're going to make it onto this so much. So I'm thinking I've shown this. I probably showed this from Karen, but that's going to be part of my lace. So there is lace all over it. But what was I working on? Here it is. So I found this cute little square, and I think it was possibly in my pack. So at the moment I've got those, just stepping over to grab this. I've got those from the op shop that I can put in, but I've also got my pouch that I made on the same week as I was making the Christmas table runner, but mine's not a Christmas table runner. And this is my pouch, which was meant to be a wall hanging, but in it I've got a lot of, oh, that's for Sarah, a lot of bits and pieces of old lace that sort of were part of the workshop, I think. I've also got a few things like this that was off Mum's tea towel. It was a woodland one, beautiful. So I've got this pile here of things that I can get out and, just, like I say, fit in all those little gaps. Like that. So I've been stitching this one on, and I've been kind of going through each of the little holes with the coloured thread. So I wanted to add oranges and pinks into this one. And I think I'm just going to go once more round the square. All the way around like that. So I'm probably a little bit of a few weeks behind because I had 3 videos for my Saturdays ahead, and I've been up here 1 week now, so 2 of those videos have gone up, and this will go up after the next one, which is, I'm just grabbing it over here again. Yeah, this Saturday will have how I've renovated one of these very old bags, and then this one will be the week after. Before you know it, be into November. So let me get a couple of pins, because I think I'm definitely going to put that one there, right near there. That's a good one to fill up. So my drive up was really easy. It was a very nice day. There were hardly any cars on the road. It was lovely. And I know I usually do a series of personal art retreat videos, but I haven't found what I'm doing yet, if you know what I mean. Like, I've always had an idea, but this time I kind of haven't got much of an idea. I am here for another 5 weeks. I've been nearly a week already, so I have been out to Green Door Studio for one open day. That's all I've done so far. My car actually ended up costing 4 times what I expected it to cost before I left. I was just getting a little service. I don't know if I've said that in any of the videos, but 4 times the amount of expected, so I am on a bit of a budget while I'm here. But the reason that I took this house sitting position is because I don't have to pay any rent, and I'm looking after a little cat, and it just it means I can travel and go places without having to spend too much money. So in this case, it obviously the petrol, and I would have to buy food anyway. So I'm having a lovely time. Anyway, I've met 2 new ladies at the Green Door Studio. Hello to Karen and hello to Annika. And tomorrow we're having a lovely little stitch day, which will be well and truly gone by the time this video comes up, because Zoe and Kate are down in Melbourne doing some workshops. So there's no open studio at Green Door this week. And we're going to have a nice little sit and enjoy a stitch. Okay, I just had to adjust my settings. Today it's 30 degrees. It's been quite interesting that it's just that slightly bit warmer during the daytime here. But 30 degrees, and it's a weatherboard house, so it's actually heating up a bit, but it's a beautiful, beautiful house. I'll probably do a little walkthrough in a minute because, well, I don't know about you, but I love to have a look at people's houses, especially if they're nice ones. So the little cat was very, very shy. He was hard to get in at night. He's allowed to sit out on the porch during the day. So we finally have hit that point where he's gone, oh, okay, I know who you are, you feed me. And he's coming up for head scratches, so that's the closest I've got so far to him, but that's okay. It's all in, as I say to any owners with any animals, I don't force their pets to be, I just don't force them to be my best friend all of a sudden, just when you haven't even seen them for a while, or they've never met you even. So that's how I work with the owners. I say to them, I'm never going to force an animal to make friends with me when they don't know me yet. And, they come around. They come around in their own time. When they're ready, when they've become familiar, when they're actually realising their owners are away and that I'm the hand that feeds them, basically. So this is a gorgeous little bit of lace doily. So I came up here 2 nights early, so as I was a bit rested from the drive, I stayed at the caravan park, which is okay. You know, it's a cheap place, and it really really gives you the opportunity to rest and revive after a long drive. So it's about a 7-hour drive from my place up to here, and then I had also the opportunity to come and meet the owners and the cat before they went off overseas. They've gone to New York, and then they're doing a tour, and I think they said they were then doing Canada, so they're pretty well back to back with things that they're doing. Sounds like a bit of an exciting trip, and I have never worked for these people before, so you know, it's pretty brave when you haven't met someone to just hand over the keys to your house, and the trust with the animal and trust of the whole house, really. Anything could happen and anyone could be a bad person. But I'm lucky I've been doing this for 7 or 8 years, so I do have very, very good reviews, so bonus. Keeps people having some faith. Okay, getting around. Gorgeous. I think I'll add some coloured threads to this too. Also, I have up with me the supper cloth that my mum started, and I did get her to sign her name just in the corner of the bit that she finished. So I'm going to do that this week as well. Oh, that's nice. I like that. And this is just a thin cotton to get that down, and I'll hope to find the right colour. For a piece I thought I was doing that was just going to have some little tinges of pink and red and maybe a bit of green, it's now got all sorts of colours, and that sort of this colour. I love that colour, but now it's got blue, it's a violet, purples. It's really expanded. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow with a couple of the ladies coming here for a stitch, because Juju will pop in and I'll get to show her what I did with my bit that she gave me, the little flower vase. I'll be able to show her where I've put it. She's very excited. Nice to make a couple of new friends and to catch up with a couple of the ladies I've already met and already know. Okay, I'm going to cast that off. I did meet other ladies that I hadn't necessarily met before. One lady was so into the Japanese fabrics, and I did actually find my rice bag that I did bring it up, so I'm glad about that, so I can take it to show her. But it's got these threads in. I'm just wondering about this. This is I'm pretty sure it's Suspago, yes, that's what I thought it was. I was going to say Steph Francis, but it's Suspago. But because I've got the pink variegated around the outside of this, a bit of pink here, but the orange in here, let me have a look at it next to it. Just that little bit of dark orange. It's going to pull in this. I'm going to leave that edge, I think. I like that edge. So I think one of the reasons I haven't really started a particular project as part of my art retreat is because I've really been doing a lot of art journaling, collaging, jelly plating, and it's not that they're necessarily super private things, because I do show my journals, but the practice of it is private. Like there's not necessarily an end result, if you know what I mean. It's designed to help me get some of my thoughts out of my head. Get clear. It's almost like a warm-up drawing. If you're a painter and you do a warm-up sketch, it's sort of a little bit like that, but I love all of the work I've been doing in it. So I don't know in terms of having a specific project whether I'm actually going to or not. I might do. I don't know. We'll see. Nothing's super inspired me at the moment. I did see Corinne showing the little $1 cup and bowl car sort of holder, plate and cup holders from Kmart. And someone had slow stitched one and put a little pin cushion in, and I thought, oh, they're so cute. That's cute. Maybe that would be fun to make for the car. But I don't know. My car doesn't have a very big console, so it's not necessarily going to work for me in that case. All right, I'm just working my way around here with this orange. I like it. I wonder what happened to that. Oh, I love that colour. Where is it? I wonder if I've got any. Probably haven't got any up with me, but a bit of that around here would, around this edge would be really nice. I'm hoping to have a trip up to the sewing basket. So I went out to Annika's the other day. She's just moved up from Melbourne, so only a month, and I was teaching her Suffolk puffs and how to stitch a book, and we had a lovely sandwich from the local Robertson shop, which was gorgeous. It was a lovely day, and I met her cute little Dachshund pups. Oh, they were so adorable. Oh, can't tell you. I have favourite dogs, and then I have dogs I don't care anything about. Dachshunds are just adorable. And the other dog I like, which is rare, I like Australian Shepherds, but not really German Shepherds. I'm not a German Shepherd fan. I'm not a Corgi fan. I was bitten by one when I was young, so I am a bit terrified of barking big dogs. But Irish Wolfhound, that's one of my absolutely favourite dogs. And if anyone has ever seen how an Irish Wolfhound sometimes sits, they can sometimes sit on a sofa as if they're a human being. It's quite hilarious. Quite hilarious. Anyway, this is so bright. This might work. And we sat and had a lovely day. But we decided we're going to go up to Mittagong to have a look in some of the art galleries, probably later this week. I'm going to pick up a couple of prints from Officeworks. There's a couple of stitching shops, so I'll see if I can film a bit of it. I'm kind of really just enjoying, I mean, anyone who's a creative will tell you sometimes you just actually like to put the camera down and not pick it up and just be in the moment. And I think that's what's happening, why I haven't decided to do a special project and film it and put it up for days on end. I think I'm reading a lot, I'm sleeping a lot. I just feel like I'm having some really beautiful, beautiful rest. So hopefully in another week or so I will be getting back to my normal programming, I guess, when I'm away anyway. Or not. We'll see. I'm just in the moment. Really, really just enjoying being in the moment. Managing to make sure Lily waters my plants. Hopefully they're mostly alive when I get back. She's having a nice time. She's taken her whole workspace from upstairs right down onto the kitchen table while I'm not there. I think she's enjoying that. And she'll have to pack it up when I get back home. But she does have a whole 2 bedrooms and the whole landing upstairs, so it's not like she hasn't got space for working from home. And the occasional time I mentioned the boy band thing, 5 Seconds of Summer is one of her favourites, and she has won a competition. So she's been to nearly all of their concerts, I think, but she's going up to visit her friend Kate in Queensland because Kate's doing her 3rd year final art exhibition, and also her friend Zach is up there too. So she decided, no, I'll book a week and I'll work up there and I'll just, enjoy myself. Lo and behold, she just won the Melbourne branch of the 5 Seconds of Summer. It's shortened to 5 Sauce. She's won the Melbourne prize, so she's got a double pass to a private show with only about 120 people. And she's got to come back early from her little holiday, so that's a bit disappointing for, her having a trip, but she'll do anything to go and see those guys, so that's what she's doing. And, how often do you win prizes like that? So, okay, there we go. So her life is a bit exciting as well. Haven't spoken to Liz. Don't know what she's doing at the moment, but because I'll be home for 3 weeks before I go off to my next pet sit, which is in Queensland, and I'll be away for Christmas. Liz and her partner over for dinner, and we'll do a big pre-Christmas, and I actually like that. I've done it sometimes. Yeah, I do sort of get sad to miss the family, but I have done this pre-Christmas thing before. Now, I don't know if I want to cut that up. Don't want to cut that up. And we have a really nice, it's just a really lovely dinner. It's like without all the fuss, without all the bells and whistles. It's quite relaxing. You don't have all the stress of driving or traffic and, all of that stuff. So I think we'll do that. Don't know about a Christmas tree. If I'm not there, what's the point? Not enjoying it. This one is tea-dyed, and it's been just cut up from Battenberg. Stitch across up here with this one. I just love it. It's like sherbet. These really luminous, bright colours just remind me of sherbet. And having lovely conversations and just thinking about the bravery of women, what they do. And I was quite impressed with Annika saying, well, it was now or never. I just had to take a leap and do what I have wanted to do for a long time. It's her dream, and just do it. Do it before it's too late, or you get too old, or it's too hard to do. So there she is. In a beautiful, beautiful house with which she inherited chickens. She's inherited a chook shed with chickens in. I said, like I say to my sister, I just don't get chooks. I just don't understand chickens because I've never grown up with them and they don't make sense to me. My sister just goes, oh no, I love chickens. She understands them. I just stand there looking at them going, what are these things? Oh, I can tell I wasn't a farm girl, but I did have dogs, cats, rabbits and mice as I was growing up. We just didn't have chickens. I think possibly if we'd have been on a different block, because Mum and Dad were both from county, you know, the country England, from around Devon area, and Dad's mum and Dad had, they grew wheat, I think. They had a wheat farm. So they probably had chickens, but I don't know. I came out when I was 2, never met them, so don't know much about them, sadly. Okay, I am back, and it's a good week or so later, and I've gotten around to the text, which is prompt 13. So I did say a little bit about how I'd like to put words on that relate to the women I'm surrounded by. And I've put the word courage on, and that is in a daisy stitch. Now, I've also started on the other side, just in these little squares, which has been quite fun, to put the word brave. Now, I think that anyone who runs a business, who gets going with a YouTube channel, who just muddles through doing the best they can, and I'm talking about women, making fresh starts, and I'm just going to include myself as well, because, you know, no one knows the hidden little stories of our lives and what we've gone through. And, you know, women are so brave. That's what I wanted to say. So I'm putting this on. This will end up being used with my daughters. I'm going to probably specifically get it out when my daughters are over and put it on the table. And I hope that I have instilled in them some values of supporting other women and not knocking them down, and getting on with what you have to do in the best way that you can. So this is kind of now becoming my brave quilt, or my brave table topper. So in the week that has been, I've had another little day up to Mittagong on my own. Just done a little bit of shopping, got a couple of extra threads and things, and had a little wander. Cat's finally settled down and started to sleep a bit better. Still waking me up in the night at 3 or something like that. But he's doing really, really well. I've also went out to the Thai restaurant with Juju and Sarah. Sarah popped up, and that was quite a raucous dinner, quite a lot of laughter, a lot of fun. It was a really nice, if you're ever up in Moss Vale area, it's a town over from Robertson, check out the Thai restaurant. Oh, very, very healthy and good. And then Sarah and Juju came over on the next day for lunch, and we had a good sit and stitch, which was lovely, before Sarah went back. So I've been thinking a bit about people that we learn from, people we're inspired from, and just paying homage. And it goes across the board with all the women, you know, that we learn from. I went to the Green Door again on Tuesday, and there were just lovely stories of people sharing their knowledge and sharing their makes, books, all of that. Absolutely wonderful. And I was really loving the quilt that's a blend of, so it's 4 pieces of, well, quilting or stitching, and each quarter is very individual. So Kristen, Missy, Kate and Zoe have all done a quarter each, and it's a beautiful big thing to go up on the wall, and it's all in greens. It's wonderful. So it matches Green Door Studio, so they're getting quite a little group there going and keeping themselves busy. But like I say, everyone has their own challenges, everyone has their own gifts. And I did hear that someone had said something about me, and I just want to say to that person, I'm sorry that you have a need to say anything about me when you don't even know me and you've never met me. And I will not accept any bullying whatsoever. And just keep it to yourself. If you don't like my work or you don't like what I'm doing, just keep it to yourself. It reflects more on you than it does on me, this kind of attitude and competitiveness. And I don't appreciate that you tried to talk to some of my friends and make it look like I'm a bad guy. And so just keep it to yourself. It does get back to people, and you know, it's not nice. So here's my text to all the women, including the one who said something. You're all brave and you're all amazing. Courage. And I don't know if I want any other text on here. I'm going to let that I've said my piece. I've got my own empowerment back, and just stop it, you know, don't do it. Anyway, right, I think I've done the text, I've done the lace, so that's 12 and 13, and 14 was the vintage textile. Now I consider that if my mum had these in England before coming to Australia, like they might have been her wedding gift or something, so that's 1960 she was married. So I've said it before in videos that in Australia we don't always have the, you know, when we love to see Rachel's vintage textiles that are from the 17 and 1800s, but we're such a young country still in Australia, and This is, I consider it vintage for me because this is from before I was born. so I think this is going to be my vintage bit. And so the next thing's hexies. I did buy some stuff from Spotlight, but I started to cut some hexies and I'm just not happy with it, and I don't think it'll match. So I'm going to have to rethink the next prompt and come back. In fact, that's an interesting hexie. I don't know where I got it from, but that's like the inside of a hexie rather than the other way, and a little flower. And I love that. The thing is, finding the right material is what the thing is. Anyway, I'm going to end this here because I want to get the video uploaded for Saturday. Brave women, courageous women, and we should all really be supporting each other and being kind. So thank you for being here, and I'm really grateful for your time to watch the video and your comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.